Why?
So right now you might be asking yourself why.
So our bullets from this morning. I think that Wine About It is a really awesome show.
No, she don't fuck with it.
And I think it's a really awesome concept, and I know that Cutie can make it a lot more than it is. And Cutie is really passionate about this like model and about like podcasting and sets.
Can I say the funny thing? You might make me cut this. You might be like, cut it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say the funny thing. Maya and I were talking about podcasts, and she was like, I really like on Wine About It when we talk about like serious topics and stuff like that. But it's like scary because this is like not like necessarily the place for it all the time, like when we've talked about it where it's like, we're not the best because it's like irresponsible if you do it incorrectly,
right.
And we spread information and all that stuff. Yeah, we would never do that.
Yeah.
And it was funny because everything in Maya's life is very impactful in many other ways. And for me, it's always just like comedy is one of my passions, right? So like my fallback plan in life is to be a comedian. Maya's fallback plan in life is to be like Jane Goodall. You know what I'm saying? Like we have different kind of perspectives there. And so it's funny because she talks about the podcast and what it means to her and like the message that she spreads in her life and all that stuff. And all I care about is if I say one funny thing and I make one of you laugh, then I'm like, okay, I did my job for the day. But Maya's mission is just like so much more than that. And
I wouldn't say that it's so much more than that. It's just
so different than that. Yeah.
It's
That's
just
fine.
different.
But it's just, it's a funny thing that I genuinely think it's funny because it's like.
We said this on the phone before I got here this trip.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were having this exact conversation and I was talking about like.
It's not that I'm more
passionate.
passionate.
Work, and Cutie was like, if I make a vagina joke at the end of the day, like I'm good.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like I've done my contribution.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like passion about. I think it's not that I'm more passionate. I think that I'm more passionate about like comedy and this type of content than you are.
For sure.
And that's fine. I don't think it's like being passionate in general because obviously like I don't want you to diminish yourself and be like, oh, Cutie's just more passionate. I'm not. I'm more passionate about comedy.
Sure.
Obviously. But that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Maya's more passionate about 10 times other things.
Right. No, yeah. I don't mean that generally speaking. Why would I have you cut that? That was fine.
I don't know. Because sometimes our word stuff weird.
No, you just worded that fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's passion was our first bullet point.